And before we start an argument, it's called a fucking bread cake. So leave it alone. Konnichiwa everyone, it's Dan from JaDan.co.uk and I'm back again with another talking video today. You might have noticed recently I'm doing a lot of talking videos. It's got something to do with the fact I'm quite poor right now, but that's neither here nor there. Got some other cool travelling videos and shit coming up soon, so stay tuned. Anyway, today's video, I'm going to be talking about 5 things I miss about my homeland, England. I guess it's that way, I don't know. So yeah, you might have guessed, I'm from England. But to be honest, I really love Japan. But there are some things that I kind of miss from back home. So I'm just going to make a quick video to talk about the 5 things I miss the most. So let's crack on. So the first thing that I really miss about England is hearing the English accent all the time. It's something I completely took for granted when I lived in England. But now I'm in Japan, where although people speak English, they speak it in a Japanese accent, of course. So it doesn't sound the same to me. And I miss talking to people hearing that weird Yorkshire accent, or hearing some of the weird words they come out with that you're never going to learn in a textbook. So that is one thing that I certainly miss and kind of took for granted. And I'm looking forward to when I'm back in England to actually hear people talking a bit of Yorkshire twang. Hey up kid, what the hell are we today? Ah, no father, I'm doing alright though. Like this. Okay, next thing I really miss about England is being able to understand telly. To be honest, I don't have much time for watching telly in Japan. And I know what people will be writing comments, why don't you just watch telly on internet, Dan? It's not saying though, is it? It's like banging telly on and just leaving it on in background and watching, I don't know, Bargain Hunt or some shit with commercials and what. So, I mean, I do watch a bit of telly in Japan and it's good practice for learning Japanese, to be honest with you. Sometimes I understand a word, or I can even work out what they're going on about sometimes, but it's not very often. But it's not same, like not being able to understand telly or watching shows that you're used to. To be honest, all I do is I watch what shows I've got downloaded on my computer, which is basically Bottom and Young Ones, forever. So I don't really watch telly so much in Japan, but I do miss being able to watch English telly, and I miss the weird like comedy game shows that Dave used to have on, you know, like Mock the Week and shit like that. So yeah, just being able to understand telly is kind of hard, and I miss that shit. Okay, so another thing that's kind of weird to me since I came to Japan, especially coming from England, is that when you see the price of something on a shelf, it doesn't include tax. In England, everything includes tax already. It's worked out for you, bro. Put your calculator away. It might be 20% VAT, which is a fucking crime. But it's included already. You ain't got to do shit. In Japan, multiple times I've walked to the checkout with correct cash in my hand, forgetting that I've got to add tax, and look like an absolute dickhead while I've had to rifle through my wallet for extra 8 yen or some shit. So, yeah, I mean, that's something that's really British, because I don't think Americans do that. They don't add tax until you get to the checkout anyway, so. But for me, being English, I kind of miss that, so yeah, that's a weird one. Next up, food. And I know what you're thinking, Dan, you don't look like you enjoy food at all. Well, you'd be right. Bit of British sarcasm, I miss that and all. Anyway, so some food back home, I mean generally on the whole, Japanese food is better than English food. I'm not going to make no gripes about it. Japanese food's pretty fucking good. But there are certain things that they just don't do right. And some of it really fucking winds me up. First of all, we've got sausages. They ain't got a clue about a good sausage. They know about wieners from America, but they don't know about a good sausage. And I miss a good sausage than us. They don't really know about bacon, it's just like thin ham. But it's better than no, isn't it? Like, they don't know about chips, everything's French fries. Even if you go English pub, it's fish and chips with French fries. That's never rate, never rate. And bread, they've got one kind of bread and it's white and it's fucking about this thick. They don't know about like bread cakes. What's wrong with them? And before we start an argument, it's called a fucking bread cake. So leave it alone. And pizza, they're not really good at pizza either. They just kind of mediocre, to be honest with you. Which brings me on to my next point. Japan has got an absolute obsession with putting sweet corn on everything. I don't know what it is. I don't get where it's come from. But it turns out Japanese people are mad for a sweet corn. And I'm not really sure why. Okay, so that brings me on to my final point, which is kind of a two-part point. So the first thing is, obviously, I miss my friends, and I miss my family, and I miss my family's little doggies. But that's obvious. When you move to the other side of the world, you're bound to miss the people that you fucking love back home. So yeah, I really miss my friends and family. I keep in touch with them on like Facebook Messenger and stuff like that. And when I get drunk, I tend to FaceTime anyone who's online. So if that's happened to you, I'm not really that sorry, to be honest with you. So yeah, I miss my friends and my family. I miss my sister's little dogs because they were fucking cool. But you know, life goes on, you've got to make new friends and all that stuff. And I'm looking forward to seeing everyone when I eventually do come back. The second part to this is, in Japan, friendships seem to work a little differently. It's a lot more casual, and you don't have like your best homie, like, and if you do, you don't see them all the time. I used to see my friends like every day. Let's hang out, let's fucking go do something, let's go to Coop. Completely separate note, I fucking miss Coop. For those of you not in the know, Corporation is a rock and metal nightclub in Sheffield, where it's just the grimmest place on earth, to be honest with you. All walls are painted black. Well, I said painted, it's probably just years of muck. Sweat starts to drop from roof and you end up covered in black little drops. You have to have Coop shoes. You have to have special shoes to go Coop, because once you've worn them in there, you can't wear them again. And you get quad vodka, which is 4 shots of vodka in a drink, and then it's like £2. And the best thing about it was, government said, nah mate, you can't do that, that's illegal. So now you get triple vodka with a bonus shot of vodka. Have that, government. So yeah, I miss a good smash up in Coop and all while we're talking about it. That's basically what I miss about England. And recently I've been thinking about it, been a little homesick. So I thought I'd make this little video, kind of put my thoughts out there, what I'm thinking about. And yeah, that's what I miss about England. If you are living abroad right now, I'd be interested to hear what you miss about your own country in the comments below. Check out my social media in the description box. And as always, until next time, JaDan.